If you happen to be drowning in debt because of this pandemic, help could be on the way. A Los Angeles City Council member has now introduced a resolution that could offer relief during these hard times. More about this now from NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack. Randy?
Hey, Chuck. Councilman Rue actually says that this is largely due to the fact that he is seeing evictions occurring again, and he simply can't bear the thought of seeing some of his own constituents become homeless in a pandemic.
I am sick and tired of playing defense.
LA City Council member David Rue says it's time the city stopped reacting to the COVID-19 crisis and started getting ahead of predictable problems like tenant evictions.
We're going to start seeing the first waves of evictions happening during the COVID pandemic.
LA County Sheriff's deputies have already started notifying and locking out some tenants who had pending eviction judgments prior to the pandemic. Rue says with the city's eviction moratorium limited to rent delinquency that occurred after the pandemic hit, the power of his office is limited.
Begging and pleading with the landlords to have a little bit of decency and compassion.
Today, Rue introduced new legislation, the Rental Forgiveness Plan, which calls for LA to borrow cash from federal CARES Act monies set aside for cities. Rue says Los Angeles could borrow up to 20% of the city's budget, between $2 and $4 billion.
Take out that loan on behalf of Angelenos so we could have our own local Los Angeles rent relief program. So we can help pay off rents and Department of Water and Power bills that are also backfilled.
The alternative, he says, is continuing to play defense, waiting for Congress's next move, while Angelenos are being forced to move out.
We're trying everything in our power to try to get people off the streets and into housing. And here we have people being evicted and becoming homeless. This just boggles the mind. This is going backward.
Getting this resolution passed is not going to be easy. Rue says that he has started talking about it with some of his fellow council members, but months ago he actually introduced another resolution to basically place a moratorium on all evictions across the board, not just COVID-19 related. That resolution actually failed, which is why he says more dramatic steps need to be taken this time around. Reporting live in Chino Hills, I'm Randy Mack for NBC4 News.